So Matthew 24, I believe, is coming into fruition right now here today. They're trying to perform these ritual abuses upon people and establish to take away their time, their energy, their resources, their everything, and they're setting the stages for, time to be feeling like it's sped up in your life as you get older, but they're actually doing things in a ritualistic way to make you feel as if that time is being sped up. On top of it, if people aren't able to see that the frequency that the Lord already set here, which was free to be able to speak into, isn't the thing itself that they're trying to diminish the power and light of, then you're being blind, my friend. You're being blind to the 5G. You're being blinded by the things that are out here, the witchcraft, the sorcery, the things of the occult that are meant to take you and strip you from your sources and your light. So let me read chapter 24 here, the destruction of the temple and the signs before the end. And Jesus went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him to show him the buildings of the temple. And Jesus said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And he sat upon the Mount of Olives, and the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, then when shall we see these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, as I'm mentioning, as a doppelganger. Hello, wake up, people. And shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. You hear that? The same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached into all of the world for a witness unto all of the nations, and then shall the end come. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of Daniel the prophet stand in the holy place, whoso readeth, let him understand it. Let him understand. It goes on to say, Then let them which be in Judah flee into the mountains. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house. Neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes. And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. But I pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world. To this time, no, nor ever shall be, and except those days should be shortened, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Then, if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Christ, or there, believe it not. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs of wondrous, insomuch that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if they shall unto you, behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not. For as the lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For wheresoever the case is, there will be eagles gathered together. And then the coming of the Son of Man. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And then shall appear the signs of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming into the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. It goes on to the parable of the fig tree. Now learn a parable of the fig tree, when his branch is yet tender, and putteth forth leaves. Ye know that summer is nigh. So likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass, till all things be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. No man knows the day. It goes on, but if the day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only in heaven, God, knows. But as the days of Noah were, so shall be the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Then shall two be in the field, the one shall be taken and the other left. 2 women shall be grinding at the mill, the one shall be taken and the other left. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour the Lord doth come. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched, and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready for such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season? Blessed is the servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. But if that evil servant shall say in his heart, My Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunken, the Lord of the servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in the hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder, and point him under his portion. With the hypocrites there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. So I just wanted to put that into perspective, because I believe that they're totally trying to strip you of our realization of that time and of the time clock, in so much as to suggest that now is the end, when it says even at the beginning there that it's not yet come to pass. All of these things have to come to pass and come together for the time of man, for the Son of Man to come, and so, or for the Son of God to come, and come back. So, if they want to portray that they can set up this time shift with 5G and the energies that they're taking away from your energies in the field of the energies that we speak into when we talk, and when we talk about light, we talk about these things, and they're trying to strip you of that light, right? They're trying to siphon your energy, they're trying to snake your life, they're trying to do this, that, and the other, and it's literally just, they're doing this to you. The trolls and stuff like that, they're doing this to you, right? And so I just want people to be aware of the time that we're being set into here, because it's prophesied about. And that's the truth of a time that we're living in right now. That's why as you get older, sure, as you get older, time seems to speed up. But this is an unnatural type of speeding up of a process, because they're trying to strip you of your availability of your own, the light that Jesus Christ taught you within prayers, and coming together as two or more come together in my name, there shall he be with us. So I suggest through ministry that we do that, and we come together in that love together to pray together for these things, and then it shall be done. Because it's never been about anything that they're making it out here. That's all been to strip you of your actual availability of sound self, mind, everything, your own energy, your agility of self, and everything like that. So I'm trying to teach people that their power is actually in Christ. Without Christ, I wouldn't have been able to get that job. I wanted to apply for the paper copy. I didn't get that paper copy. I went out and prayed. 2 weeks later, I had that job. Same thing with everything else that I've been going through within this spiritual proxy war. You go to pray. That's what you do. You go to pray, and no matter what happens, God provides. So when you're in that spiritual war campaign and you're feeling it, and you're at your wits' ends, like when I was gonna get this house, and I was like worked to the bone, having everything that I had to go through, homeless, to get to where I'm at, and then I felt the spiritual warfare right on the phone call with my brother. So I said I was going to go to the bathroom, went to the bathroom and came back. And I didn't go to the bathroom. I went to go pray about the spiritual warfare that I knew I was under, that I knew I was feeling and afflicted with. And I don't think it was so much as that or anything else that got me into the house. It was actually that prayer that got me into that house, got me into this house. Because it's exactly where they didn't want me to go, and that they didn't want me to go here. Now they needed to work up by proxy another campaign, another proxy relationship, you see. And they didn't want me to ever discover these things. So that's when it got really hard in here, because it was constant. And I was under attack in my own love life, to where I was like, this is really the last time I have to really explain it to somebody to help me out and understand it and la-da-da. And she knew far well, because she was paid up in proxy, and she did what she did with in my garage. She did what she did with my keys, and she did with whatever she wanted to do to play up my life, leaving me stripped out of my availability to see, having to go to work that far for them to be able to come back and podunky be in my house, to be able to do what they were doing inside of my house. You see what I'm saying? So this is a crime against me, to and through, over and over on repeat, and you're discovering it through patterns. That's why in the spiritual warfare campaign, and I knew I was being poisoned, I even tested it one last time, because I just really wanted to believe in somebody loving me, not being up in this proxy war, gang stalking type of organized crime. Out, demon, out, demon, out. Out. Ugh. Why don't people get it, though? That's just it. Why don't people get it? They'd rather stay in their hate. Out. They'd rather stay in their envy. Out. They'd rather stay in their jealousies. Out. They'd rather stay in any way whatsoever to break up the spirit of one person, any person, to to be able to realize that light, work within that light, to be able to expose what they're doing to that person. And if someone can't so much as see it, to believe in it, and to reason with it, to see that I've been under attack, and actually escaping covert attacks, like covert, I'm knowing it's covert for so long in my life, all of a sudden I'm in this place, and it's still covert. I don't know what's going on, all of a sudden, smack, it's him. And it opens the door to many other things. And it blew up his face, beet red, like he looked like his head was rolling already. Literally. Like with what he had done to me, his conscience was coming out clean as day. Bam! Beet red face, as if his head was already rolling on the ground. Like, literally, dude. Literally. Me just driving around the corner one time, and it was like his whole body blew back. By a breeze. So you're not going to tell me that you don't have power inside of Christ, and inside of your coming to Christ with your tongue and with your truth, because you do. And that's the very thing that they're afraid of, is Christ's light being shared upon inside of you, coming inside of people, inside of man, to work together, though, unified, because that love was about unity, not this multiplication, not this dividing up somebody, working about their life in that kind of way. Nobody has right to sit there and split up your mind, smash you out of your fucking self. Excuse my language, but this stuff is serious that's been happening to me. And honestly, I do that, and it's a Freudian slip that was always a Freudian slip based on what they were doing to me. I've always been trying to work on these things and work on myself and better myself, and running into times where I'm like, why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? Something's happening to you. You feel it, but you can't explain it. And what makes sense better than an arsenic poisoning not being able to explain something that's actually happening to you on repeat? Do you see what I'm saying? If you studied arsenic poisoning, you'd know that you wouldn't have your reasoning skills all intact to be able to suggest to the truth that's in your life. And then when you do have the truth of actually what's in your life, who do you go to about it? When these all smear campaign artists and everything are all working in occult with the devil, going like this. Just speeding it up. Well, we weren't getting anywhere at this rate. We got to go this rate. You know what I mean? And so they're trying to steamroller over your life now. They're coming full force, full power, because they're all such big cage ass. You know what? But that's just it. Is that they're a whole heartless cafe cage. And they can't side with anything that is of the light, because the light is to expose their darkness. And they can't stand their darkness being exposed, which is why they gotta sit there and play up in these kind of ways and go run away and kind of deflect and neglect and minimize and betray. Out, demon, out, out. Do you not know that your body belongs to Christ? You're to the Lord. Your body was designed by the Lord. Not these demons. Not these Freemasons. Not these shit camp artists that want to steal your light, your love, your availability to self, mind, anything else. So then people want to play up as if that's just crazy. No, it's not crazy. This is not crazy. That it's coming into fruition right now. Right now. And then people don't want to believe that they're in a spiritual warfare against them. Then what am I supposed to believe? I've been asking people out here, well, if this isn't the case, that's not the case, what's the answer then? Do they have any? No, they say, you're a narcissist, blah, 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 all over the fucking be trolls. That's all they got. Because the truth exposes their darkness with what they've done to an individual. They have no right doing. I'm owed apologies that I'll probably never see coming from people that posed up as good men in my life that aren't good men at all. Thanks very much.